You been? Unmute.
Yeah, I've been good.
All right, brother. Hey, tell
Good,
me,
yeah.
tell me what you think about. Did you watch the video?
Though I haven't seen the video, but I think from what I've heard, I could pretty much piece it together. There has
Okay.
been some individual case where a guy has been regarding his partner who has been doing some stuff, and the whole conversation that you guys were getting towards, like the greater picture, is that men have it worse than women when it comes to domestic abuse or something.
Mm-hmm.
Was and which is weird because I feel that it seems like for me like men are playing the victims now when they are the actual problem. Because if you actually dig into the data on domestic violence, you see men are majority of the times the ones who contribute to it. Hence, there has been an active program throughout the whole world to reduce domestic violence in order to protect women. And that's like straight up. You could just look it up, domestic violence statistics on FBI, whatever data, and you'll just see how it is. Men do get are victims of domestic abuse too, but they are in the minority.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you think? Yeah, they are in the minority, but
Yes.
are men reporting their domestic abuse and their domestic violence nearly as much as women are?
Oh, women don't report it as much as they want,
No,
as
no, no,
is
no, no. That's
needed.
no, no. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you. Do men report what their the domestic violence and domestic abuse that they experience at the hands of their woman nearly as much as women do when it comes to their men? Yes or no?
I would say I do not know about that because from
It's
what
no,
I've
bro.
checked,
It's no. It's no, bro. Whether you want.
you
Listen.
have to back it
Whether
up.
you
I
what.
mean, you have to back it up. So you have to back these kind of statements up because you're saying that, because from what I've
You
seen,
know the
domestic
data,
violence
right,
is an underrepresented issue because women who
brother?
get domestically abused, they don't report it like as much as is needed. Let's say 100
Okay,
women
okay,
get
okay,
abused.
okay, okay, okay. So you said they don't report it as much as needed, but they still report it significantly more than men, right? Because you said you
No,
have the
no,
data.
no. Usually it's found out from others. It's
So
found
what's
out by
what's the data
police,
then?
by
If you know the
society.
data,
What?
what's the data? What is the yeah? Neither reported 100% of the time, but
Yes. So
women
that's what I'm
obviously
saying.
reported significantly more. So what is the percentages on men reporting and women reporting then? If you don't know that men, if you don't know if you're saying that you're not sure if men don't report it as much as women, because I can almost guarantee you that it's a very there's it's not close at all.
Because right now there's no data because we're talking about people who are not reporting it. When it comes to domestic violence, majority of the time it's neighbors, the police, these type people rarely report it by themselves because they are trapped in that relationship or they don't want it to end. So from what we know, men are contributing majority towards domestic violence, and women throughout the world have been on the receiving side. So men saying that they have it worse, I feel is taking away from all the domestic violence survivors, especially who are women, because
Brother, i
yeah,
never i never said here today, or have I
yeah.
said in the past, that men have it worse when it comes to domestic violence.
Okay,
What
because
I
the
what
point
I
was
do.
made that, yeah,
Go ahead.
because I heard you when you guys were talking about, you said that people don't trust men, women get treated better, they take their word for it. They say that women easily get what's called favored. If a man shouts at a woman, people come to support her right away. But if a woman shouts at a man, people just like let it go. So the picture that's being
that's not
painted right here, what?
that's not facts. Let me ask you
That's
this, brother. Let me
yeah,
ask you this. Yeah, I'm Shaq. I don't know, bro. I don't, but I'm here to have a conversation. So let me
yeah,
ask you this, brother. If you were at the store, right, and
yes,
you came outside the store, and I'm about to give you two different scenarios. You came outside the store, and there, like you said, there's a woman At the top of her lungs, she's yelling at this man, being very aggressive towards him, being very disrespectful to him, calling
Yes.
him out of his name, etc., etc. And in the other scenario, there is you come outside and the man is yelling very aggressively at the woman at the top of his voice with his deep bass voice, and he's
Mm-hmm.
calling her out of her name. He's being
Mm-hmm.
very aggressive. You're
Mm-hmm.
telling me that the amount of people that are going to either try to intervene and or call authority, there's not going to be any difference between those two situations. That's what you're telling me.
No, there's going to be difference, obviously,
So which
because
so
people
which one are they gonna pay more mind to?
towards the situation where the man is being aggressive.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and that is backed by data. Like I said, men are overrepresenting when it comes to domestic abuse. If you tell me that 50-50%, let's say women are equally as likely as men who contribute to domestic violence, then that's another case. Then your what you would say makes sense, because then you would say, you would assume people to behave 50-50. But what we know is throughout many countries, women have always been on the receiving side in domestic violence case. And that's a fact. And that's
but
how
yes,
we react to it. What?
yeah, but yes, brother. I never said women don't. I never said women don't receive it more. I never said men receive it more,
So
bro.
that's I'm explaining. That's why people react that way, because they know that women are on the receiving
Okay,
end. So
okay,
that's why
yeah,
they
yeah,
have to do that.
yeah. Okay,
Yes,
but does okay, yeah, that's a great point. But does that justify things being the way they are, though, bro? So, like you
it
said, historically, like you said, women are more on the receiving end. So, like you said, being that historically they are more on the receiving end, it only makes sense that when something is going on with them, for us to like pay more mind to it. But does that make it right, brother? Does that make it right?
yes,
Like
it makes it right, because it shows the the inequality between men and women when it comes to domestic violence. Because ideally it should be 50%. Because like you said, men and women are similar. It shouldn't be that men are more violent, but the fact is that men do are this way, and we have to like acknowledge this. And when it comes to this, we cannot use individual cases like the video that you said to portray this image that men have it slightly worse or so. And I feel that's like taking away from, I would say, domestic violence abusers who are women, because they overrepresent in the data.
hold on, bro. Let me be clear to you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that men get experience like real domestic violence and domestic abuse more than women. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, brother, is that
Yeah.
when it comes to reporting it and it
Mm-hmm.
being believable, it's not the
Mm-hmm.
same. Hold on. Can you acknowledge that there are a lot of women that say that that they've experienced the R word at the hands of a man, that they've experienced they've experienced SA, domestic abuse, domestic violence at the hand of a man, and then when the man takes it to court and stuff, he's proven to be like 100% innocent. Can you acknowledge that that happens?
Yes, it happens.
So really quick, I'm gonna let you go. So really quick, so you can acknowledge that that does, being that you can acknowledge that that does happen. Like you said, bro. Historically, yeah, women have experienced more. But I'm just saying, bro, when it comes to reporting and it being believable, I don't think, brother, that because like I listen, we can agree to disagree, bro. Because when
Mm-hmm.
I said earlier about a man more so being guilty until he's proven innocent, I feel that way, bro, and it is that way for a lot of men, bro. If a woman called the cops on you right now, bro, at your home and said that you did something to her, bro,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be questioned. There's not going to be an investigation right there. You are going to be separated from that woman for a day or two. We just
Yeah.
saw we just brother, we just saw that incident where that guy and his girlfriend went on that camping trip. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was driving and she was hitting this man while he was driving. But when the police came, when people saw what was going on and saw them swerving and stuff, when the police came, he's the one that got put in a hotel for the night, despite the fact that he had the like red marks on him. And he eventually
Mm-hmm.
ended up taking his woman's life, but that just kind of plays into my point, brother. Like, he's the one that had to go. She didn't have to leave, despite the fact that she was being physically abusive towards him. But go ahead.
Yeah. So if you want, like, I'll address. Adrona said a good point. Usually, when women report about SAR and a lot of these issues that men, when men commit violence on them, it's generally not believed. That is true because a lot of the cases out of 100, I would say less than 50% are go through with it. Most of the times they're dropped because women feel that no one will believe them because they do not have proof, like you said. Whether we like it or not, if a woman has a SA, when she goes to court, they will ask for proof. And if she doesn't have proof, it just ends up with he say, she say decision. So,
Hey,
so a lot of times,
really quick question, brother. Really quick question before I let you continue.
yeah,
Really quick question. Like you said, like I didn't even see the comment that you're referring to, but just listening to you, like you said, you know, it'll go to court, and when they don't have evidence or they don't want to go through. So, brother, my question to you is like how you acknowledged just not too long ago that there
yeah,
are many women that lie about it. By those
yes,
women lying about it, they make it harder to believe the woman, that they make it harder for the actual victims. Can you agree with to that?
yes, yes.
So you know, and you know, you have high profile situations, bro. Like Chris Brown, not too long ago, there was a woman that he had been, you know, physically intimate with in the past, and he ghosted her, and she decided that because he had ghosted her, that she was going to try to sue him for $20 million and say that, you know, he like R-worded her or something like that. Not little, but when Chris Brown comes out with evidence a phone recording of her leaving a voicemail saying like, "Yo, can you like stop ignoring me and da 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 da," bro, the case is just dropped now because he's proven his innocence. But before, it's like we're gonna question if he really did what he did or not. And everyone's not Chris Brown, bro. There's a lot of average men that go through the same thing, and their whole life ends up being ruined because they don't have no phone evidence of, they don't have text messages, they don't have voice notes of, you know, voicemails of women saying these things. So what about those men, bro? All I'm saying is
Okay,
when women are here lying, you make it harder for the actual like real victims.
majority of women aren't lying. It's just an extreme minority. It's like saying people are all thieves, public are thieves, public are rioters. It's like that. So I feel saying that that is an issue is a non-issue. The other point was in court you said that Chris Brown had to prove his innocence. Again, that's also
No,
false
he didn't
because
even make it to court, bro. He didn't make it to court
okay,
because
well, you don't need to. When a woman accuses you of SA, she needs to have proof. You don't need to have proof to prove your innocence. She has to prove that you are guilty. You don't have to prove your innocence.
is that wrong though, bro?
That's not wrong. That's how it is. That's what I'm telling you. A woman who goes through this, they need to collect evidence and all the stuff to make a proper case. Otherwise, the person is let go. The person doesn't have to prove the innocence. And the other point, or what was it? You said about the not everyone is Chris Brown. Chris Brown.
Yeah,
Uh,
I said there's a lot of average men, brother, that go through the same thing and their whole life ends up being ruined.
oh yeah, it doesn't happen. Once when let's say a woman accuses you of
That's
SA,
just
and
not true.
if the case goes down, a lot of men just go on fine with their life. There are a lot of like men of power or like that's like average men who have like SA cases that have not fully gone through and they're
Yeah,
living a fine life.
yeah.
It's just
But brother, it's because they haven't gone through. But listen, I'm a black man, you're an Asian man. Both of us, you live in America, right?
not right now, but
Okay,
we'll be
okay,
soon there. Yeah.
okay. But let me tell you something, brother. I'm black and you're Asian, bro. It whether it's true or not, having that stain on us as people of color in this country is not a good thing, bro. If you try to go apply for some job somewhere and you know you're in the process of possibly being convicted of, you know, a felony, or you got something serious like the stuff that we're talking about right now, but you're not gonna get the job. You're gonna be denied of a lot of opportunities just because of the stain that you currently have on your name, brother. That is why even white men in our country, that is why even these big CEOs, you have the guy at CNN, you got the McDonald's guy, that's why when they're even under investigation, they have to step down, bro. That's the reality of the situation. You're not about to So I know you don't live in America right now, bro, but that's the reality of the situation. And these
Y-
are white
y-
men that be having to step down. Think about what someone like me or yourself would have to go through if we were under those accusations. You not even, bro. You're done. You're done.
because this part is weird, because when I look at the data, like if I were to assume that what's more likely, a woman would falsely accuse me of SA or R versus other acts, I feel there are bigger issues for men than fearing women would falsely accuse them. You're saying that something that happens very rarely, and that's a big issue. Like, what's next? We worry about lightnings hitting us, because imagine if you had been with any woman, do you think that they would falsely SA you? It's very unlikely. It happens to a very few select men who have a lot of money, influence, and stuff. And that too
Hold on.
among women, it's
Go
just
ahead,
an
bro.
extreme minority. Just having the mindset that like women are like some nasty creatures that are out there to like falsely make SA claims, and men have to like guard themselves. Like, it's weird.
Hold on, bro. Did you just say? Did you just say? I want to make sure. I'm enjoy.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. We've done this before. It's listen. I'm not arguing with you. We just talking. Listen. Did you just say though that you know you think it's a small minority of women that do that you? It's a small
Yes.
minority of men that have to worry about it. You think that if a man isn't of a certain financial status and or have certain resources that he doesn't really have to worry about something like that? Is that what you said?
Yes, because women are not
No.
out there to falsely make a SA claim. Making an SA claim does more damage to the woman. A woman wouldn't just like out of the blue make SA claims. These are very small minority of women. It's like saying that a man might, like, I don't know, like make some sort of weird claims that is not beneficial for them.
I'm sorry, bro, but you're
Brother.
wrong. You're just not
Hold on,
right,
Robert.
bro.
Hold on, Robert. I'm gonna get Robert. I'm gonna get to
Uh,
you, Robert. I'm
I
gonna
was
get to you.
trying. I was trying to
Robert,
be chill, but you're
I'm
just
gonna get
not
to you.
right.
You know how we do it here. I'm gonna get to you, bro. Mute up, mute up. I'm gonna get to you. Hey, Jazz.
Relax,
Everyone
yeah.
in the
relax.
chat. What's up, Jazz? Everyone in the chat right now. Go watch the latest. Go watch the latest unpinned video on my profile, and come back here. And that's what we're discussing today. I want to know: is this a severe lack of emotional intelligence, a severe lack of emotional maturity, and toxic femininity, or is this reactive abuse, brother? Brother, you wrong about what you just said, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. I
Okay.
learned being in college, brother. I learned, brother. There have been number of times that I chose to not do anything with the woman because she was drinking. Because, brother, this is what I tell brother. If you dealing with, if a woman is not your girlfriend, I don't really think you should be trying to do anything physically intimate with her when she's intoxicated or has a certain level of alcohol in her system. Because, brother, all it takes for her is to say that, hey, wake up and say, hey, I really wasn't 100% myself, and I kind of feel like you took advantage of me. So, brother, financial status and resources has nothing to do with being accused of SAR word, none of that. A lot of average men experience this all the time, especially pertaining to the situation that I just proposed to you. A lot of men go to the bar and they meet a woman and they go home with a woman, and she may be intoxicated. She may have not been completely sloppy drunk, but she may have had some alcohol in her system. When she woke up in the morning, she felt that she wasn't 100% herself, and she felt that you took advantage of her. So no, bro, it doesn't have anything to do with that.
No, because it
You
makes
need.
sense. If a woman is intoxicated, it's like obvious to me. They can't give consent. If someone is drunk, they can't give consent.
Does she have to be sloppy drunk to give you consent? Because you don't have to be sloppy drunk to give her consent. Does she have to be sloppy drunk to give you consent?
Well, that's the men. If you make the standard for yourself, that's up to you. If you are drunk or intoxicated, you cannot give consent. That's straight out, like basic decency.
But bro, what I'm saying, brother, is I can drink 3 glasses of wine. I can drink 3 glasses of liquor, whatever, and
Yes.
not be drunk. She can drink 3 glasses of wine and liquor and not be drunk. But we can decide we as adults, we can decide to consensually engage in whatever. But that doesn't mean that when I wake up, I can say that doesn't prevent me from waking up and saying that I wasn't 100% myself and I felt that you took advantage of me, even
So
as a
that's
man.
individual. For you, you can, but for the person that is going through that, they couldn't. So I would say if someone is drunk, don't engage in any anything, in any acts in bedroom, because at the end of the day, if someone is intoxicated, do not do that, because then they can't give consent. That's simple.
All right, brother. I think okay. Let me put it like this to you. Let me put it like this to you. Okay, we about to do a hypothetical situation. Um, Jazz, go watch the latest unpinned video on my profile and then come back. No, he didn't watch the video, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of clear. But bro, let's put it like this to you.
Yeah.
I'm the woman, right? And you're the man, okay?
Yeah.
Last night, we was at a lounge, we was at a club, we was at a bar somewhere, and we were drinking. And
Yeah.
you were not intoxicated. You were not completely sloppy drunk. I was not intoxicated. I was not completely sloppy drunk. I went home with you. We did whatever we did. I slept over at your place. And I gave you consent last night for us to do whatever it is that we ended up doing. But when I woke up in the morning, I tell myself and I say that, you know what? Despite the fact that I gave you consent last night, I still had alcohol in my system. I still feel that I was not 100% myself, and you took advantage of me. What do you have to say to that?
To that, you will realize if someone has alcohol in their system or not. If they are not intoxicated at all, let's say they just had one glass and they're fully sober, then that's fine. They completely in their mind. But if they are, I don't know, starting to walk sideways, if you know that they might regret something, just don't. I don't know why there's, yeah, go on.
Bro, but what I'm telling you, bro, is I don't have to be, that's exactly what I'm telling you, bro. I don't have to be falling down, throwing up for me to say that I'm not sober, bro. Because first of all, bro, as long as there's any alcohol in my system, bro, I'm not 100% sober. So whether I gave you consent or not, I can still wake up in the morning and say that I felt that you took advantage of me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She doesn't have to be, he or she does not have to be sloppy drunk and falling off, going side. That doesn't matter, bro.
So then, still, if they have alcohol in the system, they can't give consent. Just that.
You said if they have alcohol in their system, they can't give consent.
Give consent, yes. If they can't, for example, if it is light enough that they could just, like, for example, I would say this: if you can drive, yeah, you can give consent. If you can't drive, no consent. Simple as that.
Bro, people drive drunk all the time.
So, well, then that's risky. Then they shouldn't be allowed to. They shouldn't be driving. Same with relationships.
What you just
shouldn't be allowed to. They shouldn't be driving. Same with relationships.
Off of what you just said, bro, if they can drive, she can give consent. So if she's drunk and she drives if she's drunk and she's able to drive to my house and engage in whatever with me, despite the fact that she was successfully able to drive drunk to my house, you're saying that she can give me consent. No, she cannot. Not because
I'm going to say what's legally allowed, like, let's say the breathometer or so, whatever that they use. But yeah. I don't know why the whole issue is with getting to sleep with drunk girls. Like, just leave drunk girls alone. I mean, what's the whole thing?
It's not about her being drunk, bro. It's about her having alcohol in her system, bro. That's all.
Yes, and if someone is drunk, just move past. It's not that I'm struggling, because just the example is weird. That, like, if we're talking about drunk girl and that they're gonna suddenly tell you the next day that they're not interested in you, and then they're gonna file a false SA claim, and that men should be scared about it. If a girl is drunk or is intoxicated, just don't engage them in bed. Just take their number, contact them next time, and that's simple as that. You're not gonna have any false SA. Yes, and that's as simple as that. Yeah, and I don't know why they have to keep being scared. I feel like it's starting to make women the next boogeyman. Like, the woman is gonna make a false SA claim at a bar or something like that. Just
bro, where are you located again, bro?
I'm right now in Finland.
Finland? Bro,
yeah.
Have you been to America before? Have you spent any significant amount of time?
Yes, I lived in New York.
For how long?
For 7-8 years.
Okay. Bro, it's different here, bro. Bro, all I'm telling you, bro, is if you come back, bro, don't have the mindset that because you're not some famous celebrity that you're above a woman filing a false claim against you, bro. Like, it happens all the time. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, and I for me too. You said in class, when you were in university, you had this certain stuff. I had classes where they taught both the men and women, right? When things go to court, or when someone makes an SA claim, both parties suffer, and it's not the narrative that only men suffer. When women make an SA claim, it's really hard for them to come out and tell that something bad happened to them. That's why a lot of women don't report it. And
I
one of
agree.
the big reasons they know is usually women do not have proof. Even with the drunk, what's called the drunk stuff, women don't have any, usually don't have proof because they don't carry cameras. Like what
Right.
happened with the earlier video,
Yeah.
it's really hard.
Hey, bro.
So
Thank you for coming back, bro. I always
yeah, no
appreciate
problem.
talking to you. Hey, please continue to come back. All right, bro. I like talking to
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
All right,
Okay,
have a good
take
day,
care.
bro.